check out this video. A high school wrestler getting his dreadlocks cut in order to participate in a match.
Yeah, and some people are wondering about the referee's moves here and whether this situation could have been handled differently. ABC's Zachary Quiche is here with more. Zachary, good morning.
Good morning to you, Dan. On one side, you have a white ref with a documented history of using a racial slur. And on the other side, a 17-year-old African-American student who has competed in more than 20 matches this year alone with no issues, but this time he was given an ultimatum: cut the hair or take the loss. By this morning, the video posted online by a local reporter had been seen more than 10 million times. That's Andrew Johnson, an 11th grader from New Jersey, reluctantly agreeing to have his hair cut.
His hair's always been like that, so for them to now bring it up is out of line.
The ref, Alan Maloney, gave the Buena High School wrestler an option: cut his locks on the spot or forfeit the match, saying the hair violated athletic regulations. The student athlete's mother writing on Facebook afterwards, "Hardest thing I've ever seen. He is good now, but that was brutal emotionally and physically." Marco, a student, was in the gym when it all went down. He says,
many people in the crowd were definitely angry that they were cutting his hair.
He's never seen this happen before.
From the matches I've seen, I have not seen his dreads be a problem with the referee or anything like that.
According to SNJ Today, a news outlet, Johnson's coaches argued with officials about the decision to cut his hair, but with time running out, Andrew agreed to cut it. According to league rules, if a player's hair is too long, they can choose to wear a cap, as long as it's a legal hair cover that is attached to the ear guards. The wrestler opting to wear a legal hair cover must wear it to the weigh-in procedure. Why a cap wasn't an option in this case is unknown. In a statement, the school superintendent says the referee will no longer be permitted to officiate any contests that include athletes from the school. The incident raising questions over whether this humiliating act was motivated by race. According to a report by the Courier Post, Maloney acknowledged using a racial slur towards another official back in 2016. Maloney was then suspended and sent to sensitivity training. Now, the New Jersey Division on Civil Rights has launched an investigation into what happened. And despite Johnson's huge win, propelling his team to victory, the emotional toll from the match was visible with this reluctant raise of his hand. The American Civil Liberties Union in New Jersey has responded by tweeting that this is not about hair, this is about race. How many different ways will people try to exclude black people from public life without having to declare their bigotry? Guys, on many levels, I'm just kind of tired of telling these stories and trying to normalize them on some level. Obviously, rules are important. They help young people grow and develop. Every youngster should be so fortunate to be in an environment that there are some expectations. But I guess the question I have is, where were the adults in that room? Where was anybody with the moral courage to stand up and say, this isn't right, right? Mm-hmm. There's a better way to go about this. Right. And I think that's what we're hearing a lot online, a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, and I mean, in all of this, though, who emerges as a hero is the young man himself, who, despite being pretty clearly upset, went ahead and won. So good on him.
And because of that, his team won.
His team won, and you got to remember, this is a school. This is a school of thought. I mean, they're not raising these youngsters to be professional wrestlers. They're raising them and grooming them to be great adults.
Yes.
There's been other examples. You look at 1946, the Penn State football team had an opportunity to play down south. There was issues related to black players on that team. They took a team vote, and they stood up for what was right, and they sat that one out. And I think that when you do that, and when you take the right steps forward, you always win.
Important story on a Saturday morning. Zachary, we really appreciate
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.